welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the GSL Team League with Moltrap and Caldor. We are here at a situation where it's 3 wins for StarTale and 2 wins for NS Hosa. And ladies and gentlemen, one of the fans brought their cat to the studio today. It's been proven that even cats like Starcraft. I just tweeted a picture of the cat, by the way, if you want to see it, at Moltrap. At Caldor, you can tweet at him if you'd like as well. If you want to tell him about other animals that like StarCraft.
I've seen a couple of pretty cool videos on Reddit with cats watching StarCraft on a TV and seem to enjoy it.
They do sometimes.
I'm sure that we are going to enjoy the next match. Sting is a pretty good player. Squill, on the other hand, showed that he is in very good shape against Pennant these days. We've done Jock G and King the Pass in his up and down matches. He played really well.
Alright, let's see if Squirtle can keep up the win streak or if our NS Hosa player can take him down.
At the bottom of the map, we have our StarTale player who was able to beat a fair amount of the NS Hosa stars already. We have in the red
StarTale Squirtle!
Once again up against a Terran player. This time it is not Jock G. This time he has to face the gentleman that we see on screen right now in the blue color, starting to the top of Giga Shipyard. None other than
NS Hosa Sting!
Formerly known as Hoon, was part of Team MVP. There he is.
Is he? I can't tell if he's really short or if he has a nice gamer slouch going for him.
As far as I know, he's pretty short.
Okay. Seems to be sitting a little low in the chair there.
Well, no offense, but most of the agents are actually not the tallest. There are only a few of them. ST is pretty tall.
There's a fair amount of tall people in Korea. Everyone told me that I would feel a lot taller when I got here, but I haven't noticed a huge difference.
Really?
Personally, no.
I think in general, on average, I think Korean people are pretty small.
Maybe.
There are a few that stand out, but in general, most of them are not that tall.
Some of them are enormous, though. Like you're talking about STs, he's tall. He's a really tall man. Some of the coaches too, like the NS Hosa coach and the IM coach, the StarTale coach, all pretty tall guys.
I'm not the tallest person myself, so I feel pretty comfortable.
You know who else are tall guys, though? Our other casters. Wolf, Artosis, and Tasteless are all really tall, too. Anyway, we have Squirtle going ahead and scouting his opponent here across positions. And he wanted to try and go back and get some more info, but the Marine says, you know what? If you want more info, I'm going to shoot you in the face a few times. And the probe said, all right, well, but given those choices, I'm going to go home.
The SCV just getting into the main base of Sting, of Squirtle, obviously. Sting is now expanding, and Sting is actually a pretty decent player. He played really good in the EMW tournaments, which is one of the things that plays out a code A spot. He won one of the tournaments just lately and beat a fair amount of players, if I'm not mistaken, so he can participate in the final tournament where he might be able to win a code A spot.
Interesting. A couple more barracks going down for Sting, and a Stargate is being made by Squirtle, and it's a proxy Stargate. Ladies and gentlemen, Squirtle has gotten 2 legit wins in legit games, and he is going to be trying for a cheese win here on this map, Antigua Shipyards.
This is a bit what we talked about earlier. He will add additional gateways in order to support this. There they are. This is what we talked about on Crossfire, that it might be a strategy that he's going to use. He's using it on Antigua now. It has not been scouted, and this can be very, very powerful.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if he's just going to go for like 1 Void Ray and some units, or if he's going to save up till he has like 2 or 3 Void Rays. That can be very powerful as well. And yeah, he's getting additional gateways. He's going to be at 3 gateways. In addition, look at this, patrolling his units here to make sure that no SCVs can get in to scout his base. That one actually gets pretty far in. Far enough to scout the Automaton 2000, but not far enough to see anything useful to him.
Exactly. If he would have spotted that there's no expansion, he would have been very well aware that there's going to be a one-base play, which is what Squirtle is executing right now.
Nope, not going to go up that ramp. Wait, maybe he's going to go up that ramp. Yes, he's going to scout this forward pylon.
And the first Void Ray is ready. He didn't see a thing thus far. He has no idea, and here come the Zealots. Trying to get in, trapping the Marines
he's going to trap him, maybe. Nope, he's able to get out of there. Kill the pylon and get back up the ramp. But the Void Ray is now in play. What is Sting going to do about this? He's building a bunker at the front of his base. He has a lot of Marines, but can he fight the Marines and the Void Ray at the same time? I'm sorry, can he fight the Void Rays and the ground units of Squirtle at the same time?
2 Void Rays already, a third one is being built. He needs to be very careful. Stim is only halfway done. As soon as Stim is there, he can just make sure that he lures the Void Ray onto the high ground, just stims in underneath them, and then takes them down. But Squirtle is losing a lot of energy here on the shield, so I don't know.
He does have 3 Void Rays now, though. Magic number that can power down. Once they get charged up, they can power down bunkers very, very quickly, even if they're being repaired. And we're showing you the debris there. He's not going to try and charge up on the debris. Oh, he's going to build a gateway. Oh, this is cool. He's going to wait for he needs to back out right now. He can't be doing this poking too much. He can't lose those shields. He's going to charge up all those Void Rays on the gateway by attacking his own gateway, and then they will be fully charged when he goes in to attack. And he can even cancel that. That's exactly what he's going to do. Actually, doesn't even cancel it. He's going to poke his Zealots every once in a while to keep them charged. There he goes in.
Nice.
The SCVs are on the bunker, but the 3 charged up Void Rays are too much for that to handle. Squirtle is charging in here. The Zealots taking tons of hits. Can they get up next to the Marines? The Void Rays are charged. They're slaughtering the Marines.
What is he doing? He uses all of his Void Rays here in order to back off. He could have just used the one that was attacked. He takes down everything, and now there are only 2 left, but it should be enough. If he positions the Void Rays on top of the barracks, then it will be, but he needs to get reinforcements. He has a few of the Zealots now, and here comes the rest of the Marines. He takes them down one by one, but we even have a Viking, and oh, this is getting closer.
Is he actually going to survive this?
Yes, he is.
He has held it, and there's no more Void Rays. That clutch Viking silences any Void Ray production, and these Stalkers are even going to go down now to these. Wow.
This is it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sting has held the rush. A little bit poorly executed by Squirtle.
Could have positioned the Void Rays a lot better. He lost one of the Void Rays that he did not have to lose, and if he just focuses on the Marines a little bit faster, then he is completely uncontested with the airplay. But he lost all of them, and now he's down to 31 supply against 52. We have 2 bases against 1. Wow. Really well played here by Sting. Well defended. Squirtle, he kind of had it.
So it looks like what Squirtle is doing is he's making some Phoenixes. He wants to be able to harass and try to hold Sting back in his base while he gets his own economy going a little bit. He's made some sentries, as we saw before, in order to block any counterattack that happens. And so here he's just harassing, trying to keep Sting in his base because he knows that if Sting counterattacks, he's dead. So he's trying to basically stop that from happening for a little bit of time.
When he was attacking with the Void Rays, he even attacked the neutral depot that was in there.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I was like, did he just kill the neutral depot with the Void Rays? I think he did.
Could have taken down the anti-air so much faster if he wouldn't have mismicroed them, and then suddenly Sting wouldn't have had anything in order to deal with this. But he played, well, even though Squirtle made a few mistakes, the defense by Sting here was really nice. He did a very good job hitting the Viking out as well in order to just kite the Void Ray. He didn't even have to because the Void Ray was already down on hit points. In total, 20 workers killed by Squirtle. But the problem that he has is that Sting is still so far ahead with the mules that he has, with the double Nexus, so double command center, so he can start his SCV production once again. And now he's just moving out. He has Stim ready.
Wow, that was kind of cool. He actually ran those Phoenixes through the middle of Sting's forces to get that Viking and get out alive on the other side. Kind of cool, but I don't think it's going to save him. Well, is Sting going to turn around and go home? He might just do that.
I suspected him to drop onto the high ground.
Yeah, I think he shouldn't back up too much. He has the advantage here. There's some Zealots going in. The Guardian Shield goes down. Nice force fields trap some of the Zealots. I'm sorry, some of the Marines, but it's not enough. And the Marines just kind of kite over to the side and get out of range. And this might just be the end. Squirtle went for a nice little rush. Didn't execute it the best, though, and is paying for it now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to see another tie game. It's going to be 3-3 as Sting takes out Squirtle. GG.
And isn't he happy?
Yeah. Well, he accomplished his job. He sniped Squirtle. And, I mean, Sting, he's a pretty good player. I don't know if he's, wow, he is so excited. Look at that kid.
Yeah, the kid is good.
He just got a new pony on his birthday, or a Nintendo game or something, man. He is, like, so excited.
I casted a lot of his games at the KSL, and he's sometimes a bit inconsistent, but he is really good. And if he gets the mindset where he convinces himself that he can pull it off, can sometimes be unstoppable. I remember a team battle in the KSL where he killed like 4 opponents in a row. That was really impressive, and he's pretty young, so at this point he just took down a Squirtle, and it's be interesting to see how StarTale is going to react. Remember, StarTale has still Bomber in the lineup.
Yep.
So Bomber, one of the players that's left for them, and they could also just... We have Hack and we have Sound, two other Talon players that are really good.
Still have Ace, still have Virus. StarTale is such a deep lineup. It's they've got a lot of choices here.
Yeah, and for NS Hosa, we mostly have Protoss players at this time. They still have Tassadar, they have Sage, and they have Sun. So, pretty decent players that they could choose.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Sting is their 4th player, so whoever they send out last is going to be next is going to be their last player if it gets to that point. But who is StarTale going to send out though? Is that Virus? I think. I'm not sure. Yes, it is Virus. StarTale Virus, the Code S Terran is coming out to meet in a Terran versus Terran battle.
By defeating for GG in his up and down matches, he made sure that Huck is not advanced to Code S, so Huck is Code A next season. And Virus showed in the Terran versus Terran match against ODS for GG already that he is in a pretty darn good shape against Terran in the mirror matchup.
Yes, indeed.
Not gonna be easy for Sting here.
No, it's not, and I mean, like we were talking before, NS Hosa only has Protoss left after this too, so if Virus actually beats Sting, then NS Hosa is probably going to have to send out probably Sage after that as their ace, and Virus is pretty good versus Protoss too, so this is a very strong move, I think, by StarTale.
I just checked the record for Boone, Sting, and he lost basically all of his recent mirror matches. It's his worst matchup, so...
Nice. There you go. There you go. Very smart decision by StarTale to go with Virus. And then, of course, they still have Bomber on the bench as well as their clutch ace. If Virus goes down,
he's maybe a little bit nervous here. There's a lot of pressure, not only
he definitely looks nervous.
But there's also, you are playing on camera, which is an issue for a lot of players. Here, both of them, Virus to the left, and an associate player, Sting, to the right. A lot more experienced Virus, that is. Playing Code S right now, he's kind of used to playing on camera.
Yeah, no, he definitely has a lot more experience. He's going to be less nervous in this situation. He has been in the spotlight before, whereas this is one of Sting's few times being on this stage. We're going to get into the game right now, though. Can Sting actually get a second kill and get a lead for his team, or will Virus shut him down? We're going to find out right now. Bye.